Well, here we are again, middle of the night. I guess we're just gonna have to get used to these middle of the night kind of videos because I don't know why I have such a hard time coming and just sharing the information. Like I'm tugging with myself all day. I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I don't know, but I came tonight because I want to share something with you guys, and I want for you to take it before God and see what is he saying about it. Because in my time, I asked him, Lord, what do you mean? And I got nothing back. He talked about, I heard some other stuff that had nothing to do with that. And I just didn't know what this meant. And I can assume, I was talking to my mom about it. And of course, something like this needs to be shared. But it's so kind of like, that you don't want to share it. But I don't know, guys. I'm just trying to be more productive and active in the things that I hear and see, whether in vision, dream, or hearing it, or just a knowing that God is letting me know whether He's speaking to me. And I really want to just be more active and be able for Him to use me, because there's by no way that I should have all the information that I have and I have not shared a thing with, I mean, not with YouTube. I share when I get ready to, and that's not the way it should be. You know, um, and that's for everybody listening to this. If you have gifts that are from God, and you're connected to the source, and He is speaking to you actively, and you're hearing and you're seeing, and it is your duty to share. We have to be open vessels for Him to use us, not just so we hear, but also that we can deliver the message, especially us that are called in the prophetic, in offices, you know, and just a prophetic voice in general. So not only am I talking to myself, guys, I'm talking to you too. So if you out there in YouTube world know that you hear from God, you see from God, you have a knowing, it is your duty to share that information upon release, of course. But some of the stuff that I have written is so wow that I'm like, people are going to think that I am out of my mind and I'm just hearing a little man in a corner. But I've gotten completely over that at this point, because I'm doing what I'm called to do. And that's what you should be doing too. So I'm already at 3 minutes and 24 seconds. So let me get to the point. In my quiet time earlier today, maybe noon-ish, 10:30, 11, I can't remember, but it was around that midday time. And I was speaking in other tongues. And I heard the house of David, pause, has been compromised. Pause. The war shall ensue. Again, it was the house of David, pause, has been compromised. War shall ensue. And that was it. I continued to speak in tongues, but I heard nothing concerning that. And I was wondering, like, God, is this something that you want people to know? Like, should I be calling people? Because immediately, a lot of times I hear like heavy stuff. I get on the phone with my aunt. Like, that's my go-to. Like, I call her and I'm like, hey, I just heard blah, 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 blah. And she'll go, okay, well, this is that, that is this and that, and da 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 this and that. And she'll say something like, well, you need to say something, or she'll say, well, the world's not ready for that, or whatever it may be. She'll have some type of opinion or advice towards what I have to say. But I didn't get the opportunity to call her today, so I just kind of was like all day. But I talked to my mom. My mom is my other person. My mom is my other person. Like, I love her so much. So I asked her, like, and she was like, well, I'm not going to say what she said, but she told me something because, I don't want to get all into the whole, you know, political arena and what's going on and this is happening in this country. I don't want to get all into that. But she told me some stuff, and I thought, wow, I didn't know the severity of things in Israel. I didn't know, you know. And it's not that I don't keep up with world news. It's just that sometimes I pull myself back from the things of the world completely, and I tap completely out. I mean, when I tell you guys, I wouldn't know anything about no TV shows, no who on the radio, what's happening in our political arena, who's the new singer. I barely know gospel singers' names. I know songs, don't know who the new preachers and prophets are. I just pull back. And even in my daily life, I'm like that. I don't really keep up with a whole bunch of stuff. I just be really trying to focus on my life, the people around me, and the things of God. Like, I, I don't want to get it. I don't want to sound too boring, but maybe I am a little boring. But I'm coming out of being boring. So, but anyhow, guys, it's late again, and I had to share that message. It's not even necessarily that I felt a release in a sense. It is a release, but it was more of a not a warning, maybe a warning. It was something that I just had to do, and I knew it. And so before I went to bed again tonight, I wanted to share that. And like I said, take it before God. Leave it in the comments, your interpretation of what that means. And let's figure this out together and seek God and see what He's saying concerning this, because that's deep, guys. That's deep. That's pretty deep. And it was so strong because He said it was such strength and power. War shall ensue, meaning that there is no other option. It's been compromised. Who compromised it? Who is compromising the house of David? And who is the house of David? Do you guys even know? War shall ensue. All right, guys, off to bed again, and get out all of this fancy-mancy and put on my clothes so that I can briefly go into worship and go to bed. I thank you guys for even watching, and I will see you next time at the right time. But in the meantime, oh my God, I told my mom the Baptist was coming out of me early, and so I've been saying all these catchphrases all day. Jesus Christ. Let me calm that Baptist down. Baptist, I rebuke you in Jesus' name. Oh my God. Hallelujah. Bye, guys. See you next time.